they've revamped a lot of stuff, including adding in a whole new tournament mode. This is the new Crown of Inamorta, and we're gonna jump in on hard. Now, one of the things they added was a lot of new enemies to fight, including a hacker and the developer right here. Now, we fought Zane before, and we can't really zoom out to see the rest of the bracket. And we get 15 upgrade points. So first things first, a quick shout out and thank you to Star Wars Hunters for sponsoring today's video. Star Wars Hunters Season 2 is out right now. This game is all about intense 4v4 third-person combat across multiple PvP game modes, and battles take place on battlefields inspired by iconic Star Wars locations. And you can play on the Nintendo Switch, iOS, and Android. There's multiple unique costumes, animations, and weapon wraps for you to collect. So your journey to fame in a galaxy far, far away starts right now. Battle in Star Wars Hunters using the link in the description below. So in our first battle, we're fighting Zane. There's one line of rocks separating my army from the enemies, so the task is pretty simple. Build up as big of an army as possible before the enemy starts mining through the rocks, or alternatively, blitz them. Now we can get 2 miners for gold node, so we're gonna wanna max out our economy. Now if you look at my supply cap right here, we've got 8, a miner costs 1 supply. We've got 8 miners for the 4 nodes. We're maxed out, it's time to start saving up. The enemy is building Sword Wrath. Now you may notice that my Speartons here are using the newest skin called Voltaic, which gives them extra health, a little bit of a charge, and you can even have user control lightning. So they're relatively powerful, especially the fact that they're almost fully upgraded. So after we get about 2 lines of Speartons, we're gonna wanna switch producing archers. The enemy is charging. Well, I think they thought about breaking the rocks. That sounded like they just spawned in some zombies. They did. So it looked like they retreated, but now the enemies are using the special abilities a lot more. And they said that they've reworked chests. Now you have like regular chests, silver chests, crystal chests, gold chests. A lot of different kinds of chests out here. The rest of the army is retreated except for the brain dead zombie who only knows to eat brain or rocks. So now that we have a staunch line of spears and shields, we're going for mass archers behind. This army is going to be very difficult to beat. I haven't noticed any new spells in the update. The enemy does have a decent line of troops itself, but look at how much damage we're doing to the rocks. 52 for each spear thrust. So now the enemy is just in straight up retreat mode right now. One thing to keep in mind in Stick War Legacy is once the statue drops to 50% health, the enemy team will get a massive reinforcement wave, which includes, well, a giant. Okay, so I like to lure them out and then counterattack immediately. The giant's gonna be difficult to take down, and a lot of my troops are pretty weak on health. But we have so many archers back here just letting their arrows fly that I think we'll be able to take down all of these enemies relatively quickly, especially once we can focus fire the giant. Now, the giant's defeated, and our troops are basically gonna be able to take down the statue, no problem, which is gonna result in a victory for the good guys. We did get a wooden chest, and we got a little bit of gems. So the first enemy is defeated, and Serenity looks like one of the newer ones. So if we check her, normally she wants peace, but makes an exception to battle. You see, that doesn't tell me anything about what type of strategy she might use. Now, we're gonna be gifted gold every 60 seconds, and we have insta-build. So that usually means the biggest units possible are gonna be the best ones. Giants, Magikill. We have so many upgrade points, we'll be able to upgrade almost all of our troops. So with this much gold right away, let's just queue up 2 giants, a Magikill, and an archer. I don't know why we didn't go with maybe more Magikills or more archers than the 1 giant, but the new Tesla skin on these giants just looks incredible. So the enemy went, really? You went with Sword Wrath and archers? That is a stupid strategy. Let's see how that works out for them. One of the other things we could have done at the beginning was buy a few miners to get a slight advantage, since both me and the enemy are going to be getting full, what, I think it's 4,500 gold every minute for the duration of this battle. That would allow us to basically creep in a few extra troops from time to time. Seeing right now we have about 120 gold because we have... Do we have anybody mining? No, we do not. Okay. I don't know where we're getting the gold from though. Oh, we just got a lot. Okay. Another giant, another Magikill, and let's get a couple miners. So the enemy's retreating. This is hard difficulty, but it sure doesn't feel like it, at least in the early stages of the tournament. Now, we lost a giant. I'm thinking with the next bit of gold, what we're gonna wanna do is probably go all magic kill to spawn in all of these little minions. All the guys with the little skull masks are sort of like undead zombies in a way that are being spawned from the wizard. It's almost like they're necromancers in a way. So we have instant build. We're gonna get a few more archers out here. This is the last bit of gold. Okay, that's interesting. I thought it was just gonna be endless gold for like every minute. So it was pretty wise to get a few miners out there working. So here come a massive wave of reinforcements, specifically the minion conga line of death. The giant's out here tanking a lot of damage, and now we have at least one Spearton who is fully upgraded. He should be able to withstand a lot of enemy archer fire, and I'm thinking we could get a victory. Look at this. You gotta love magic kill, man. Connect with nature. See, one thing that I don't like about this is that the enemies you fight seem just like they don't fit the world of Inamorta and the whole stick war universe. But that's my personal opinion. Now, we're in this war of attrition, but we are pushing the enemy back, and our Spearton is still over 50% health. Well, at least one of them is. They have a wizard of their own, and I wish we could snipe him with some arrows. So purchasing a few more archers would probably be a good idea. Almost all enemy resistance is defeated, except for the one wizard and the two archers in the very back. The wizard just went down. The archers are about to go down, and this one should be going to the good guys. Round 2. Victory. Now, we got some more gems, and we actually got a silver chest. So each round of a tournament gives you a chest. So now we're fighting Vlad, and Vlad's thing, what's your thing? An eccentric aristocrat with a flair for dramatic and a thirst for victory. Once again, not really telling us what he does. Team start with 14 miners and a ton of gold on the battlefield. All right, so this is actually one of those where I think it's really good to have a blitzing force of Sword Wrath and very fast mining upgrades. And we'll upgrade the shields on the Speartons, and we're ready to fight. Best of luck, mortal. Blah, 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 blah. And right as soon as these Sword Wrath are ready, we just send them out to fight in the middle of the zone. Now, the enemy's going for much the same strategy, and they have the vampiric skin on their troops, which allows them to, well, lifesteal. But we got the first hit, and we have massively upgraded Sword Wrath, so we'll actually win that fight, and our second Sword Wrath is already out. Enemy troops are nowhere to be seen. If we can pick off 2, 3, 4 miners, I would say that we've crippled their economy and basically already set us up for victory in the first couple seconds of the battle. We have wiped out, let's see. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 miners. All right, back. You guys did your job. You fought bravely. The enemy army is just absolutely crippled based off the fact that it's going to be very difficult for them to resupply their troops by purchasing more. Now, they are doing a little bit of an attack right here. Our skirmishers are able to get out there. We're getting some Speartons out. We'll take out even more miners. And this is just like the death knell of this red vampiric forces for Vlad. It'd be cool if tournaments could be a little bit longer than, I think it's what, 4 or 5 matches? Blah. So at this point, we'll queue up another Spearton and then a whole lot of Sword Wrath. The enemy is bringing out 2 miners and 1 single archer. They are not going to have a good time. Now, we did lose a few miners ourselves, but we actually might be able to take out their miners right here. In the newest Stick War, which is now called Stick War Saga, you're able to like individually control the miners, which is cool. So you could have your army out fighting and your miners at home, or vice versa, instead of everything just by, you know, doing this. So at this point, all we need to do is just take down this statue, although keeping in mind, at about the 50% health mark, they'll do their little bark. This fight thing is making me thirsty, which means, what do you got coming towards me? A few zombies? Not a whole lot, actually. This guy has been actually easier than the rest of them in some strange kind of way, because he's supposed to be a higher level of difficulty, but maybe it was just our strategy was pretty solid. Destroy his economy in the first 20 seconds. It's hard to beat that. We beat that mission in 3 minutes. And we got a wooden chest, so we didn't get a silver. It doesn't continually upgrade. So now, who is this next tournament against? Cyrus. Cyrus? Why Cyrus? We have all of these new ones. I guess he is a level 10. I want to fight Ruthless or Hacker. Now, we both start with a huge amount of gold. Magic kill. Easy. Now, we don't have instant build, so that is something to keep in mind. Now, the enemy, Cyrus here, told us good luck. Thank you. So it would have been nice, and maybe the way to do that would have been switched over to the leaf skins, which the build speed is increased and the cost is decreased. That used to be my absolute favorite skin, and honestly, it still is, even over the Voltaic Tesla skin, but the Tesla skin looks the coolest. But who doesn't love faster troops built cheaper? That's just a recipe for long-term victory in a battlefield. Now, the enemy looks like they're setting in a Sword Wrath. We've got some minions popping out at just the right time. That could have been dangerous. The rest of the troops are not reinforcing their chief here, so we got out of that one pretty well. Now, in Stick War Legacy relative to Stick War Saga, you can't queue up multiple units at the same time, which is a quality of life thing I love a lot about the newest game. So you can see the strategy, right? Basically, necromancers spawning in tons of minions. It's my favorite strategy in the game. But now what we're going to do is complement this, like, basically mass army of cheap, weak units. With a few Speartons to give it some substance, to give it some holding power. Eat that man. Destroy him. Oh my gosh, he died so fast. They do have some archers. Oh, they mixed up their skins. They got the Necromancer archer skin. When these archers die, a zombie's gonna spawn in their place. The volcano-looking Speartons, I think, do a little bit of fire damage, and the icy Sword Wrath are gonna slow us down. I don't lose when streaming. Cyrus, nobody cares. You're gonna die. So now we'll support this very, very powerful line with a few archers. And then I think good old Cyrus is gonna die. They're sending in a raid. We'll lose a lot of minions right here, but we can replace them so quickly and easily. And if we can get that healer, the Merrick back there, the one with the red star over his head, then we are gonna do very, very well for us. Now, the only way for me to get Merricks is actually to spawn them in via using spells, which cost gems, which cost either, you know, a lot of time playing the game or real world money. Oh my gosh, that was a massive fireball that took down 3 units at the same time. We are starting to build up what is known as critical mass. So what I'm gonna do is let my magic kill spawn out another front line. Look at this army, it's pathetic. They've got 2 of these. Oh, okay, they got a few more troops than I would have thought. Cyrus, once I replenish my army, I'm coming back for you, bucko. And as soon as it's ready, we are charging. That is a decent army, but not a strong one. Not nearly as strong as ours. We's better than them. This is a massive charge. Once these armies meet, don't run away, you cowards! Now, we haven't done any damage to their little tower right here. So, once again, that whole... Whoa! Look at these demon archers. What are these guys? Or is that the fully upgraded... The demon archers are interesting. Alright, so we gotta lure them out so my guys aren't distracted fighting the tower, but instead are fighting the enemy units. Oh, that is a very, very massive army. But look at this. We're still at 50-50 unit cap. We have not lost a single troop. We've lost a lot of minions, but they don't count for unit cap. Now, instead of my arrows finding enemy units and hitting them in the jugulars and whatnot, we're just shooting arrows after arrows, doing 4 damage an arrow against the enemy statue, but it's victory. After we win this, we get a wooden chest. That is a weak reward. But I've just received a crown. Do we get to do anything with it? No, we don't. But now we can try an insane difficulty to see if we can't fight the hacker or ruthless. Now, I'm not sure how to unlock these. With Sword Wrath building 20% faster, that might be helpful. Now, in an insane tournament, it's Blake again, and it's a classic battle. So let's try to rush them. Now, we could do a little bit of a minor hustle to get that gold back. We do have spells we can use, but I want to keep the spells to a minimum. Now, the enemy hasn't bought a single unit. This is on an insane difficulty. Are they saving up for a giant? No, it's just an archer. Okay, that seems like not an insane difficulty thing. Very strange. Still at 4 miners. This is the first battle in the tournament on insane difficulty, but it's strange. Now, one of the things that I would love to do is do a raid on the enemy and try to get some of their miners destroyed. I guess with 2 archers, and we have 6, we should be able to favorably win this. Let's see if they retreat or if they hold the line. If they hold the line, that's actually much better for us. All right, try to kill a miner or 2. Let's see, we're doing damage. They're actually quite tanky. Okay, we got 1, so we're gonna pull back. We did quite a bit of damage though, and their archers are able to do considerable damage. 91 damage to a Sword Wrath. These guys we can't repel firepower of that magnitude. But look at how many I have. I went up with 6 and now I have 12. 13 even. That guy's got an arrow sticking out of his neck. There we go. Resistance has immediately crumbled. Can we get a miner? Oh, they're pulling out some zombies. Touchdown. This is ridiculous. All right, get out of the way so I can see how much health your statue has. So these aren't the demonic archers. Those are like red. That was so easy. Is this easy difficulty? Chests are full. Well, that's weird. Tap to unlock. Oh, this is interesting. Quarterfinals of the Insane Tournament. We're fighting Wesley, who we fought before. I'm not seeing a lot of the new enemies. Pile of rocks. At this point, it's pretty straightforward. Max miners build up a big army. So the enemy just used a spell calling in a Merrick healer. But look at my front line, it's pretty staunch. Staunch. My guys are even doing push-ups. So while we're building up more archers, I want to start getting this rock wall down. The enemy hasn't done a dang thing. Oh, they're shooting arrows at us. Pull back. I wish if archers were near Speartons during an arrow barrage that they'd put their shields up Testudo style to block incoming arrows. That would be amazing. And they're retreating, except they're sending out the Donald Trump looking soldier. Look at that golden hair. The Merrick comes out. What is going on? This is a stupid strategy. By the power of Grayskull. Buddy, your strats suck. Okay, the statue just turned into Superman and is firing lasers out of its eyes and it got a ton of health. Well, you know what? We'll do a little bit of a Spearton madness here. Okay, I think we need to pull back. How many? We have a ton of archers. Probably need to rebuild my front line, actually. They did quite a bit of damage. By rebuild our front line, I guess we only need to replace, I think it looks like 2 soldiers. So they're sending in 1 soldier here. Oh, don't stab my miner. And he's dead. So we've broken through their front line. Wait, they had a golden Spearton out there. Oh, I love the golden Spearton unit. That's one of my favorite units in the game. Like special units. The golden Spearton just makes me think of like Achilles, just like a legendary hoplite soldier. Their statue has a ton of more health, but they have no soldiers to protect, not even any defensive archers. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but resistance has absolutely collapsed. And while this one took a little bit longer, it's still a victory. And we're on to the semifinals against Deathfang is a new one. So Deathfang is a tier 8 theatrical performer. Okay. Oh, could wake the dead. We're gonna be expecting some zombies. All right, ton of gold on the battlefield. We know what to do. And luckily our opening avatar boosts Sword Wrath. So this one's all about getting your Sword Wrath out as quickly as possible. It would have been good to use the leaf skin too to complement the strategy. Oh, they went necromancy. So whenever their miners die, a zombie spawns in. That is a very, very good and dangerous use of a skin. Plus their Sword Wrath are beating our troops, I think. Or maybe it was the health of one of their miners that threw off that. All right, so we got a ton of gold. One of the other really, really powerful plays on this is use a miner hustle as soon as your guys get to this front line. Come on, kill a few more. Let's see how much of their economy we can ruin. Oh, look at that golden skeleton statue. All right, pull back. Zombies are coming. The zombies are coming. Oh my gosh. In a very, very foolish move, I didn't queue up more Sword Wrath. Oh, they've got a lot of them. All right, everybody pull back. Ooh, we might lose a miner or 2. So I guess in Insane, we do have to alter our strategy. Are our archers gonna take off any of these guys? Okay, one just collapsed. We lost a single miner. Yes. All right, we'll let this thing tank some of this damage. Our archers are gonna chew these guys up because they're all light units with no armor. Sword Wrath and zombies, man. Although every time a Sword Wrath dies, okay, now we've got a problem. They've got a Spearton out there. But look at how many Sword Wrath I have. The counterattack is on. Oh man, a Spearton zombie is a tank. All right, so what we're gonna want to do is we are gonna want to do the miner rush, just so our guys mine as fast as possible and get out of there before the enemy can do too much damage to them. That's the hope here. Look at this one guy just rushed ahead and just starts stabbing the miners in the back. That man would get a field promotion for sure. Look at how quickly we can destroy this tower. Oh my God, they got a freaking! Are you kidding me? All right, guys, we've got a problem. I don't think we have the units. This isn't Griffin the Great. This is the Kai Rider. So this is the second best upgrade in the game, or this magical spell. And it can spawn it. You know what? Fine. I'm getting a gold Spiriton out here. All right. Oh, they're doing like poison damage. How many archers do we have? Well, the answer is not enough. Our golden Spiriton is going to literally have to hold the line against zombies. We're doing an Archidon fight because this is getting pretty tricky. Maybe Spiritons would have been the best long-term play. Oh, he's just summoning in so many zombies. We have so much gold though. And I'm not doing anything with it. All right, our golden Spiriton's out there holding the line. See, this is one of those where I wish I could send my miners into retreat and just keep my military units out there because we're just losing miners. But you can't just send one back or the other. You don't have as much control. All right, this is gonna be a little bit difficult. I think we pull back completely, and then what do? I think we've got to absorb some of these guys, use our statue to eat up some of the damage here. They're not, I don't see any Spiritons. Look at this, it's just like the zombie apocalypse on the battlefield. All right, another Archidon. Oh my gosh. And every time one of their units with a skeleton skin dies, it's just more skeletons. I think I'm gonna use the statue. Where is the statue? There it is. We needed the health. I'm buying a few Spiritons here so that we have a pretty tanky front line, because like, look at this. It's endless zombie apocalypse out here. And I don't even think the Kai Rider has taken any damage. All right, how are we doing? How many Spiritons do we have? I'm gonna have to send out the army here. The statue is down to like a third health. It actually might be too late. I'm nervous, man. All right, insane difficulty is you know, it's a nail biter here. It's a lot more fun. We have a sizable army. Who is that out there? Is that a miner? The miners are so dumb. I don't think I have any miners. Sheesh. All right, Spirited Madness. Throw your spears, kill some stuff. I've used so many spells right here. I'm having to use a healing rain because my guys are poisoned. Jeez, just endless supply. Now my statue looks like it's healing a little bit. Those poor Spiritons. Some of them have their Zepho swords out. Actually, all of them do. They've all thrown their spears except for the golden Spiriton. Look at how good that golden Spiriton is, man. Just destroying them. All right, a little bit of a healing, right, to keep everybody in the fight. So many spells. This is, what, the semifinals? I wonder what the finals is going to be like. Oh my gosh, would you stop it? Yeah, I like, Sword Wrath was not the play on this. I haven't done this one in a while. The elite units of the West. You get reinforcing archers and reinforcing Spiritons. With those extra Spiritons, which kind of have like the Roman style looking like helmets, but the Spartan looking shields, that should be enough, especially after this healing ray. Look at that. I'm seeing 100 healing all over the place. We're back to full strength now. Hopefully, we're gonna start stabbing the giant in the ankles. But look at how many zombies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 zombies. Like that. Just snap your fingers. It's that quick. The Marrow Kai Rider is finally taking damage. He's almost at half health. He just summoned in 10 zombies out of thin air again for like the 80th time. I wish you had statistics after the battle like we have in Stickman Trenches where you could see how many units you defeated. Because the number of units we've defeated from the enemy force has to be in the hundreds now. I'm gonna do it again, man. I've used like 6 of those. Finally, at last, we're pushing through. It's just zombies at every turn. Yeah, don't fight a zombie force Sword Wrath. Although we didn't know what this enemy was going to use. Why are you shooting arrows behind the statue? Is that a bug or a feature? And finally, victory. That was the longest battle we've had, and it was just under 9 minutes. We did know that this guy was going to use zombies. Oh my gosh, that was a major tactical fail on my part. So we're fighting someone named Ruthless? Oh, this is the grandma. All right, Grams, what do you got for us? Isn't playing games anymore. So there's a cat. We don't know what she's gonna use. Right now, Super Deathmatch. You are gifted gold every 60 seconds with Insta Build. But as we've learned before, the gold does run out. Insta Build means big units, powerful, expensive units, tanky units, pretty much everything but Sword Wrath, which is our avatar. We'll take an extra gold upgrade. All right, we'll get one of these, 2 of these, and 4 miners out. Now with Insta Build, we've got the giant who's dragging a smaller giant. What's interesting is the height of the body that the giant's dragging is like a mini giant. It's not as small as a human, but not as big as a giant. So it's like, One of my biggest questions about Inamorta is like, what race of men were those? Are those like troll-sized people or what? So the enemy went all swords and archers. That's problematic. Go get them, boys. All right, so the giant's just gonna tank arrows for a while. And the minions are gonna die. That giant's one hit just defeated like 4 sword wrath at the same time. It was glorious. And with all residual gold, I'm just buying more miners who've been upgraded to mine as fast as humanly possible. Now remember, this is insane difficulty. This is the finals against Grandma. She hasn't said a thing. Last gold coming in 1 minute. Okay. This giant is smashing through the enemy front lines. And the enemy's in full retreat. I don't like their helmets. This is the last of the gold. Use it wisely. Oh, we're at unit cap. I think we're gonna easily be able to win this one. The only thing that really delayed our campaign on insane difficulty was a poor strategy in the last one. Basically using a chaff army against, well, an army that benefits from killing lots of cheap and easy to kill units, the zombies. So I'm wondering what magic spell she's gonna use. She's doing an Archidon spell here, but I mean, I can just counter that with a little bit of this, like that. Everybody's back. Now I'm gonna try to do this with only using that one single spell, but we don't know what the enemy's gonna use. But she's supposed to be like one of the most difficult to beat commanders, so I'm very curious what's about to happen. Oh, it's Griffin the Great. We should have known this. All right, you know what? They summoned in Griffin the Great. Griffin the Great just like killed all of the minions' health. Oh, we just lost a giant. Our giant's looking away. I think, did we pull back? We've got 4,000 gold. Archer, shoot this guy right here. Griffin the Great's almost dead. We haven't lost a whole lot of units. Oh, that wasn't Griffin the Great. I think that was their statue's health. All right, we're gonna do a full-on retreat. As long as he's not fast enough to catch the magic kill, we're in a good situation. Look at how many archers we have waiting for him. Oh, he pulled back. That may have been a foolish move, because that's going to allow me to build up my minions and do another charge. And I know I said I only wanted to do one, but I want my Speartons at pretty good health. Oh my gosh, it's glorious. All right, we're ready to go. Griffin the Great can stomp his foot and kill an entire army of minions. That's impressive. If they had the ability to turn those into zombies, that would be the most overpowered and elite strategy in this entire game. So now, Griffin here. Did we upgrade our archers? Oh, is he retreating? No, he's pulling back because we have some Speartons in there. Now we're going to get bonus damage for our... Oh, if our archers could have just focused on him, we probably could have taken him down. All right, we suffered a lot of casualties there. Our front line's pretty much kaput. One of our magic kill just died. Come on, take down Griffin, and this one is over. There's the reinforcing Speartons I just purchased. Those will hold the line. Oh my gosh. This guy is a massive force. Did he just summon in lightning? I think what happened was our archers started to get whittled down. All right, here we go. He's dead. Kill him. Dang! He is so tanky. So that makes sense that the tournament, the most elite final battle would be someone who used the most elite final boss in the game. Wait, is that Griffin the Great? I don't think that's actually Griffin the Great. I think this is like the boss from the campaign. All right, just kill the thing. Please kill him. He's at like 12 health. Oh, and there's a Merrick out there trying to heal him. Okay, he finally died. My goodness, that was a battle of the ages. They're doing lightning spells out here. Oh, because their magic kill have the electric ability, or they've got the Tesla skin. So instead of a fireball, is it a lightning strike? I like that little touch. That's really well done. So the last wave of resistance here, and this statue should be relatively low. Let's see. We haven't hit it in a while. Yeah, it is so low. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we have played the new tournament in Stick War Legacy, and we have beaten it on hard and insane difficulty. So we get to receive our crown with the avatar Sword Wrath. Now, does that unlock? Okay, we unlock some of the new avatars. Excellent. And once again, a big shout out and thank you to Star Wars Hunters for sponsoring today's video. You can find out more about the game and download it using the link in the video description below.